Hi guys, welcome back to the next episode. What a week, what a week, what a week. Let's get right into this, guys. I'm going to do indie first, Marvel, DC. There was some tragedies in some of these books. You know which one definitely. But there was another one too, but it's not as talked about as much because I don't know. This maybe wasn't as essential as that death. All right, so let's move on. All right, we're gonna stick with indie. Lady Rawhide, Lady Zorro, #1. Ms. Denton does the writing. Ms. Shannon, is it a woman? I believe it's a woman. Could be a man. Yeah, it could be a man. Okay. Well, sir, or ma'am / sir. Okay. And Leia does the artwork. This was good. I like the chemistry between the ladies. The story so far is they're helping out while Zorro is away. He's helping build a shelter for homeless in Durango, Mexico. And so De La Vega is away right now, and these two get into some shit big time. They help out this little girl, and just showcase, you clearly see the differences between Lady Zorro and Zorro. You already know the difference between Lady Rawhide, but it was great seeing the raven-haired swordswoman and the redhead markswoman, I guess you could put. But the chemistry's there with them. This was good. I very much enjoyed this. Let's move on to Legenderry Red Sonja, #2. Oh man, this was good. This continues to get better and better, in my opinion. You got Victor Von Frankenstein in this. Captain Nemo. And I'm thinking, okay, who's next? Dorian Gray? I'm like, are we getting a little bit of an homage to League of Extraordinary Gentlemen? I'm like, yeah, this is getting pretty interesting. But Sonja hears the story of Lady Frankenstein in this. And man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, was it tragic. I was like, God damn. Especially what the creature did to his creator's love, namely her. Almost because of, what's that old saying? An eye for an eye. Yeah. This was good. Give you a double dose of Red Sonja. This miniseries right here, Vulture Circle, Red Sonja Vulture Circle #3. Collins, I'm loving this tale of an older Red Sonja. How can I put it? I wouldn't say she's old. I'd say middle-aged, because she still has her famous red hair. You just see streaks of gray in it. She's still badass. If you tell her, back down, woman, or I will cleave your black heart from your bosom, or something like that. This is Sonja's response. Just laughing. That's Sonja, to a T. Like, threats don't bother her. So it's almost like, man, please. And in this we kind of see that. But she realizes, but she has been defeated. Her school has been destroyed by a demon, and she really wants to keep her disciples safe, so she sends all of them to different corners of the map. They don't say the world, she says the map, because I guess this is kind of supposed to be like the Dark Ages, where people think the world is flat, so, yeah, the world's flat. Remember that old saying? Oh, you go too far, you fall off the globe. Yeah. So that's what she says. One of her disciples is, I guess, the child of royalty. However, she's a bastard. And you all know what a bastard is, right? And the stepmother, the queen, don't like her at all. But things get really, the plot thickens even further from there. It gets really intense, especially what happens to Sonja. My God, this is getting really good. Do yourselves a favor. If you are a Red Sonja fan, God damn that, Claire. You're going to enjoy this. Let's move on to Red 1. You have Xavier Dory's son does the writing, and you have the Dobsons doing the artwork. Terry and Rachel. I've always loved the Dobsons artwork. I think it's great. You know, everybody has like strong cheekbones. When they smile, it's like you see their strong cheekbone, the features. This was very good. I enjoyed the storytelling aspect of it because I'm still trying to figure out why did her superiors. She's Russian, and the setting is 1977 California, I believe. So I wasn't even born yet. I wasn't even a thought yet in 1977. But she's sent there by her superiors to be a superhero or so in the eyes of the American eye. But I think she's like some super soldier-esque because she's hanging upside down like, you know, like a trapeze. She's got a weight barbell on, and she's flipping around with this thing, catching it and moving. And I'm like, damn, this woman's strong. And the other soldiers are just watching it like, oh my God, yeah. She's like, boys, I seem to drop my hand. And then, oh yeah, we have one, yeah, you know. And all I hear when she's talking is a very, very sensual Russian accent coming out of her. I'm like, ooh, that's good stuff. You know how I am with accents. You know, ladies, you got an accent. I'm putty in your hand, okay? I don't care what accent it is. Russian, French, British, Italian, Spanish, I don't care. I'm putty in your hand. And when I'm reading this, all I kept hearing is a very sensual Russian accent coming out of her. But she's sent there, and her cover is, she is a small town American girl from a small town, you know, I think southern town. Her code name is Alabama Jones. I'm like, really? Nobody's gonna kind of think twice about that? Like, that's your name? But she can go undercover really good. You know, it's kind of still spy-esque. We're talking about 1970s. Still, the Cold War is still going on. You know what I'm saying? Still going on. And, you know, everybody's very cautious about the Reds. You know, and, you know, communism still going on here. So she has to go undercover as that. But the storytelling is good. She gets to meet her contacts, and they give her costume. I'll show you what her costume looks like. Because this is kind of it, but the red is darker. Here it is. It's more crimson. It is right here. Skin tight. But yeah, that's it. Her real name is Verna. Verna, where is it? Verna. What is it? Verna. I'm trying to remember her last name. Damn it, what's her name? I want her last name because I got her first name. I can't I can't find her last name. Where's her last name? I guess I can't. But I do love the fact that her superiors had her watching characters like Batman and things like that. It was funny. I thought that was really funny. But yeah, this was good. Talk about good. Mr. Pat Shant, good sir. You are continuing to keep my attention with this title. Robyn Hood, number 8. So 2 things are going on in this. Marion is dealing with her mentor who taught her the mystic arts, the magic. She was on a date too and gets foiled. And then you got Robyn dealing with the cult. And she gets more in depth into who the cult really is and things like that. Really interesting stuff. These covers are just beautiful. But I enjoyed this very much. This is really, really good. And I really want to know more about this cabal. Like, what are their purpose? Why are they here? What? And I think we're going to get that in the next issue. So, yeah. This was good. Okay, give me some time, guys, alright, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, number 44. Guys, I've been a Turtles fan since I was a little boy. The Fab Four. Always loved it. I have respect for every turtle. My favorite, of course, was Mikey, but I had respect for all of them. This right here just showed me my love for them even more in terms of, I read this book 3 times. Read it once, 20 minutes later, I read it again. Then an hour later, I read it again because I could not believe what I saw. Eastman and Waltz, like a lot of my friends have been saying, I'm quoting them on this, you took a lot of guts to do what you did in here. You knew that it was going to get talked about, but yes, you took a big risk and it might pay off. However, it may also, it's going to have some heartfelt backlash, I guarantee, but I bet you're ready for it. It was hurtful. It was very hurtful for me to see this. The story in here was good, but it's just mainly that scene alone is really what just, I can't believe it. The best way to describe it without really telling what happened, even though it's been showcased all over the web, IGN's talking about it. This is talking about. This is talking about. Just think Jason Todd and Joker, but instead of a damn crowbar, by a man, a normal man who just looks like a clown. Think of, instead of that, how about a giant, a man-sized, well, I shouldn't say a man-sized, I say maybe an 8-foot tall, superhuman, super strong rhinoceros man with a damn sledgehammer. Jason Todd to the 10th power. That right there just, I was like, oh, God. I literally just could not believe what I was reading. I was like, oh my God. This was good. very, very good. Do yourselves a favor. You're a Turtles fan. I know it's gonna hurt, because trust me guys, it hurts. It hurts. Very much hurt. You will not be disappointed. To a degree. But it's going to hurt. I promise you it's gonna hurt. And you probably... It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Okay. I'll move on to Marvel, guys. And the tragedy just keeps coming. Maybe not as tragic as Turtles, but Captain America, all new Captain America #5. Remember, you continue to prove the people wrong, all those naysayers wrong, that Sam does not deserve these colors. And it's even showcased more in this. And to all those people out there that believe that, that's your opinion, okay. But I believe in him. And shown here is true. Especially what he does with Zemo. It just proves like, yeah. This dude Sam is living up to the expectation of Captain America. And it was also good to see what happened to it's also good to see what happened to that his partner is back. Spoil that for you. Ian Rogers, aka the Nomad, is back. Nomad has returned. And how he survived, I'm not going to spoil that. But Sam does something here just is amazing. To stop a virus is amazing. And then he realizes that it's not over. And then we enter Baron Blood. You all remember Baron Blood, the Nazi vampire? Yeah. Baron does something in this to another partner of Sam that Red Wing, guys, is dead. Baron Blood killed him. Red Wing has been with Sam since the day one. They are eternally connected. Brothers. When I saw that, I'm just like, it's gonna hurt Sam. And what makes it even worse, Sam was late getting there. Like I said, it was tragic. It wasn't as tragic as what happened in Turtles, but it was tragic enough. But overall, this was good. All new Captain America was good. All new X-Men #39 of Black Vortex #5. Look, this storyline is really kind of leaning on me now. I mean, Bendis still does the writing. It's It's good. Sorrentino does the artwork, but now that Cyclops kind of is back, you know, a lot of his teammates are really like, you know, kind of upset with him. They're not like as much as, they're not really as happy for him as, you know, like, you know, thanks, Psych, you know, thanks for coming. It's more like they're like, you know, why'd you leave us? You know, he wanted to be with his father, Corsair. But the thing is, we still don't know how Corsair is back alive. Okay. But there's a moment in here with Psych and Jean, and they nearly kiss. It's the Hala gets hit hard by who? I'm not going to spoil who that is. And bad things happen to Cyclops, Iceman, and Groot. But yeah. Amazing Spider-Man number 16.1. Jerry Conway is back with Spider-Man, and I very much enjoyed this. This looks like a gang war is coming between various crime lords like Tombstone and Mr. Negative and the Ringmaster and Tombstone, because the absence of the Kingpin right now. You know, people want new territory. They want more territory, and yeah, this right here very much made you dismiss Mr. Conway's writing for Spider-Man. Captain Watanabe's back, of course, you know, and she gets put through the ringer big time. Just things are not really going her way, and she's angry, she's upset. She realizes that her job as a cop is not, in a sense, in her mind, helping her solve what she needs to be solved, you know. And she may have crossed that line. Peter is pretty much there, in a sense, kind of being her, almost in a sense, her conscience, telling her, like, look, you can't cross that line. You're a cop. You're still a cop, no matter what. But now we're starting to see that she's really kind of putting that identity, like, I am Spiral now. I'm not, when I put on the costume, I'm not Captain Watanabe, no. But this was good. Very good indeed. Black Widow. Oh my God. Mr. E. Edmondson. God dang, dude. You have just been doing a fantastic job with this series. This series has been good. And the bottom line is that the organization that Natasha has been chasing, Chaos, admires her tenacity so much that they are offering her a part of the pie, a piece of the pie, being part of them. Does she take him? We don't know. Also, was good was seeing the backstory of Natasha. We get to see, you know, when she, you know, not backstory. We get to see when she was a child, how she used to escape from the Red Room and things like that, and where she would go. And the flashbacks played a lot of dividend to the main story, but it was good nonetheless. Very good indeed. This right here, Captain America, Mighty Avengers, just got really sick in a good way. That's all I'm going to say. This no-face dude, sick. Monica knows him. Monica Rambeau knows who it is big time. She is pissed. Very pissed. Moon Knight. New creative team, guys. Cullen Bunn. Tom Palmer does the... No, Ron Atkins does the artwork. Tom Palmer, Dan Brown. You brought back the Khonshu statue. Thank you, Mr. Bunn. That made me feel very cool to see that again. Hey, start it on. That was great to see. I enjoyed that very, very much. To see the Khonshu statue back, and it's talking to Mark, but then Mark starts to see ghosts, starts to see spirits, and now he's like, "What the hell are you doing? Get out of here!" Like, and Khonshu's like, "You're not only my avatar, but you're, what did he say? He's like, yeah, don't turn away, don't turn your back on these wayward souls. You are also, you're my priest. You're also my priest. You are my priest, and this is your congregation." Basically, like, yeah, you're not just my avatar, but you're more than just that. You're supposed to help them, and he kind of does. Mark does help. And it's really interesting. They're really starting to take Moon Knight in a different direction. Like, now he can see ghosts. He's not just the avatar for vengeance. He's almost like the helper of wayward souls. Storytelling was really good. The action in here was good. It's good to see Mark using his moon shurikens again. His moon. I love that. It was great. The costume, the Moon Knight costume, looks great. I love it. Yeah. This is good. This is good. The Punisher, number 16. Edinson, Marvel, do me a... Sign Edinson to an exclusive... exclusive contract. This guy is good. He does Punisher. He does Black Widow. He does fucking Deathlock. That has been a sleeper hit, in my opinion. With the Punisher, Frank now is in Washington. Because after what the new Howling Commandos told him, they let him go to go there. A lot of stuff, the riots and stuff that's been going on in LA is being blamed on Frank. Pretty much. However, this gets very political, big time. This is probably the most politically issue of Punisher I've read in years, where Frank kidnaps a senator that he knows that is responsible and involved in this, and wow, great storytelling. He's in Arlington Cemetery, Arlington, Virginia. We all know the famous Arlington Cemetery, and just listening to Frank talk, when he's behind graves and he's like, I should be buried here. He's just his story, his monologuing just really is intense. And just like, damn. The senator is like, yeah, we did all that. It's really getting now. I'm starting to sense now that they're almost in a sense going back to the whole, like a certain part of the Civil War. The senator is more like saying, like, we got to stop relying on these costume heroes, these freaks and vigilantes to protect us when it should be our own military and things like I said, it gets very political in here. Good stuff though, good story-driven story. But then the end is really cool because Frank comes face to face with somebody. I was wondering if they were going to have him come face to face with. I'm not going to spoil who it is, but let's just say this guy is all about America. But this was good. This was damn it. Alright, move on to Star Wars Princess Leia number 2. Mark Magic Wade. Sir, you're one of my favorite writers. You always will be. And you know how to write Leia. Man, the Dobson's artwork in here is great as well. Leia, now you gotta remember, in this, Leia still has a bounty on her head. She has a bounty on her head. But she's still on the quest to finding people from her planet. I'm trying to remember her planet. What's her name? Alderanians, I believe that's her name. Alderanians. She's on a quest to find if there are more of her people alive. And does she find them? Yes, she does. There are survivors. But you got to remember one thing, always in the back of her head, in her mind, and also the person that she's traveling with, is there's a bounty on her head. But Leia just proves that she's like, I don't care. I'm going to find my people and bring them somewhere safe. Find my people. And it was good stuff. Wade just did a magnificent job on this. Indeed. Princess Leia, number 2. Storm, number 9. Greg Pak. This is great. It's Storm and Gambit together once again. Storm and Gambit have a lot of things in common. They grew up as thieves. There's a kinship between them. And Gambit comes to the school. He's like, hey, Aurora, you want to come with me on an adventure? And, things like that. They have a typical adventure. They're looking for some sort of a... Gambit even called himself the Prince of Thieves now. I'm like, what the hell? What are they after again? I forget what it is that, but it's really funny though. But let me tell you what now has been going on with Gambit. Somehow Gambit now is the master of the Guild of Thieves now. He leads the Guild of Thieves now. I'm like, whoa. And this was just a fun, quick adventure story between two friends. Storm needs this. She kind of needed to just, after the stuff she went through in the last few issues. But it was a lot of fun. It was just like it was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was good to see Gambit as always. It's good to see Remy. I really wish he was back with the X-Men, but if he's the master of the Guild of Thieves now, he really doesn't want to lead them. He's like, I'm no leader. I'm really no leader, but oh well, you know, it was fun. This was fun, a lot of fun. I love the Raiders of the Lost Ark quotes that Gambit was dropping. It was fun. And last, but out of the Marvel, we have the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. Oh my God, this has just been fun. Now you gotta remember, the Devourer of Worlds is still on his way to Earth. And now, not only does that happen, then now Doreen has to deal with Whiplash. Because she's got an Iron Man costume. You know, now, basically, Whiplash feels that if I hurt you because since you got an armor, that means Tony Stark is like, must be close. So he's like, you and Tony will come. And then they have to deal with a bank robber, and that was just totally funny to see what her and Tippy Toe do, and it was just so funny. And then, of course, she going out into space and to confront the Devourer of Worlds. This nothing really to complain about, you know. Not really. This has just been a fun title. That's all it is. Just fun and silly. Doreen Green, aka Squirrel Girl. Alright. DC. Only DC book. I'm starting to think maybe I should have presented this first, because since this is the only book. Green Lantern, New Guardians. It all ends here. Yeah, this is the final issue. Jordan Neves. This was pretty good. I didn't hate it. I'm just glad, you know, Kyle didn't die. You know, Kyle didn't die, but the fact is, Kyle does something in this that I was wondering, like, yeah, you know, why should there only be one? I'm gonna spoil this shit. He makes a real White Lantern Corps. He makes a real White Lantern Corps. He makes several other rings. They go out, and I love now, you know, how, you know, when the ring comes, it says, you have been chosen because you can overcome fear. For him, for the White Lanterns, it's, how does it go again? Because they're still dealing with Oblivion. He's like, you have the ability to preserve life, and in all its forms, will you join the White Lantern Corps? And we get to see the members of the White Lantern Corps. There are a few females, a few males, but a lot of, you know, and they're able to defeat Oblivion because of that. It was good. A standard issue ending, you know, pretty much, you know. Then it looked like at one point Kyle was gonna propose to Carol, and I'm like, really? But yeah, this was pretty good. All right. There it is, guys. My review for this week's books. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you felt as much reading that issue of Turtles as I did, because that just really tore me apart. And then I read Captain America, and then I get hit again with a more double dose of heartbreak. I really don't understand, you know, well, now that's 2 more Green Lantern books off my pull now. You know, I don't, you know, I guess I'll stick with Green Lantern. That's about it. But yeah, Mr. Edmondson, you're doing great. Mr. Shant, you're doing brilliant with your work. Like I said, Pac is He knows how to write Storm. Mark Waid. Do I even have to say anything? And Cullen Bunn now on Moon Knight. I'm cool with that. Not a bad week at all. But other than that, guys, Small Brain Kid. Peace. You know, stay tuned, keep real, guys, as always. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.